Last time we talked to you, it was at the jersey auction, and you said you hadn't quite processed it yet. Now that you've had a while to process it, tell us about your decision today.
Well, yeah, it's a very tough decision, but I think financially and then where I'm at in my career, it's time. I don't think there's any one reason I'm really walking away, but probably several smaller reasons, and I think now is the time. I don't want to hold on too long. I still feel like I could play another 2 years, but I think now is the right time, like I said, and I'm comfortable with my decision, and I'm excited to start the next chapter.
As far as your playing career goes, what are some of the highlights in your mind as you look back on it now?
Well, obviously winning the 2 cups. My rookie year, winning the third Turner Cup in a row with that team, and then the Central League Championship was remarkable. And even this last year, the last 2 years of being named captain, that's meant a lot to me. And just to have the success and be part of the teams that I was on, it's a great feeling, and that's kind of what I'm going to remember. And obviously all my teammates that helped me and my individual success and the success we've had together, that's something I'll never forget.
What does it mean to have played your entire career in your hometown with the Comets, a team you grew up loving, watching, learning about?
That's the hardest part. It's going to be walking away from that, and just everyone had an impact on the success that I had. I was very blessed, whether it was my family, my teammates, the fans, the media, you guys. Seriously, everyone played a role in my success and gave me the confidence and gave me the support to be able to do what I was able to do, because playing in your hometown, it could either be great or it could backfire too. And lucky enough for me, I had the support from everybody to kind of make it the best opportunity that it could possibly be.
Is it bittersweet to a degree today?
Oh yeah, this isn't fun by any means. And it'll only get worse when they open up on my birthday. Opening night is literally, I think, October 17th, and I'll be 31 that day. So I'm not looking forward to my birthday this fall, but yeah, it's bittersweet, but at the same time, I'm very excited because I had a great opportunity and was successful with the Comets, and I know I'll be successful in whatever else the future holds. So that's exciting for me.
When you came in your rookie year, and I know you were learning from some of the best, Guy specifically, I remember seeing him working out with you at practice, one-on-one after practice, but scoring 20 goals that year. At that point, did you think this could be a good run for me?
Yeah, I knew. I think after we won the Cup that year, and more so just the success that I had on the team and the team success, I knew that I could be a staple in the organization for a few years at least, and and to see my role kind of expand as I got older was pretty cool too. But I think I knew at that point, and after scoring 20 goals, I had the confidence that I knew I could play at the pro level.
What does it mean to have been a Comets captain the last couple of years?
I can't even describe it. And I was talking to Blake Sebring about it, and it's very cool, especially after chalk. That's what I think about the most, because he taught me pretty much everything I know about as far as being a professional, and the way you approach the game and the way you approach your teammates when you're in a leadership role. And honestly, I think probably not having Chalker around the last 2 years probably hurt me a little bit, because I still learned. I still learned from him the last day he was here, and it just means a lot just to be able to kind of almost try to replace a guy like Colin Chalk, and those are big shoes to fill. But obviously George Drysdale, Eddie Long, to wear the same letter that they did. Looking back, I'm going to think that's pretty cool. That I was able to do that.
As far as the future goes, what is in the short-term future for you, long-term future for you?
Short-term future, I'm going to the Canary Islands in 2 weeks, so that'll be nice just to kind of decompress a bit. But there's definitely a few irons I have in the fire, and I just have to weigh my options and see which one will work out the best for me. But there's definitely a few options that I'm leaning towards. I just haven't made a decision on it quite yet.
Inside hockey, outside hockey?
We'll see. no comment. But
putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you are. You are. I'm gonna no comment on that. Neglect to comment on those. But they're both. We'll just say they're intriguing options for me, and they're giving me a lot to think about.
When you take a look at I guess the 10-year-old boy that was growing up here in Fort Wayne, if you had any advice for him or could tell him anything about where you are at now at age 30 and what kind of career you would have, what would your advice be? What would you say to him?
I would say imagine yourself in my shoes. If you want to do what I do, imagine yourself doing what I do. That's what I did. In college, I would think about, even when I worked in a warehouse playing junior hockey, I would just picture myself being a Comet, and and it happened. And it's just, I mean, you really have to picture yourself in that position and kind of visualize it, and anything can happen as long as you work hard and you're passionate about what you're doing. I mean, you can have success, and that's my goal is, in whatever capacity I do, I still want to be a role model to those kids, because that's what I'm going to miss most, honestly, even more than the championships. Just coming outside after a big game and seeing the youngsters and being able to sign some jerseys and autographs, and seeing these kids look up to me, because, man, heck, I did the same thing when I was their age, and I was looking down at myself, and it was just, that was really cool. And I just I want someone to be able to have the success and to feel what I felt. And in these last 6 years is being a common. I hope another fan or another little boy gets to do that.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Hey, yes, I would like. I always decline that from you normally, but I just want to say thank you for everything you've done too, Glenn. I mean, it's been a pleasure working with you, and I'm going to miss you. Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I
Well,
appreciate it, man.